Anyway, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Rangers from Carrizozo, New Mexico, where it's 35 degrees. Google says it's 49 or 50. That's wrong. So just remember when you come out this way or go anywhere, that usually the morning temperatures are off by as much as 15 to 20 degrees. So, what else? Today's the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It's right now. It was. It's gone now. What else? Never worry about what you cannot change. That's it. Remember that one. It'll help. Had a visitor yesterday. Christopher from everywhere is going to Colorado for a job of some kind. And good luck. Thanks for coming by. Enjoyed the conversation. Enjoy your life. And what else? Today, for your viewing pleasure, we're going to polish the diamond a little bit today and tomorrow. And then on and on we go with something else. Keep her going, boy. Keep her going. But anyway, what else? Patrick says thanks on the Alamogordo Drive. You're welcome. And then this is James Jackson says great ride. Thank you. This is Dogman Chronicles. Jim, check his channel out on YouTube. Says thanks for the ride along and talk. You're very welcome. And the gang is over here. We've got, well, let's see. We've got It and Romeo and the Goat and Matilda. And then up there we got Olive Oil and Popeye, Olive Oil. They're all here. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. Anyway, Charlie B E, nice ride along. Yeah, Alamogordo's a nice little town. Phil Collins says, you're living the life. Well, everybody is living the life if they're alive, aren't they? Come on, let's enjoy life. One day at a time. This is Brian Barbie. Siri says 30,898 for population of Alamogordo. Good call on 30,000. Well, I was just, that was the first number that popped into my mind, and usually that's the best one, you know. If you're ever taking a test of any kind and you read a question and an answer pops into your mind, it's probably the right one. Tracy Phillips, nice chatting video, Rusty. You're welcome, Tracy Phillips. What else is going on? It looks like we've got some good weather coming up here. Like the high today is supposed to be in the 70s. Yeah, we've got some beautiful weather here in Carrizozo, New Mexico, and in Brackettville, Texas, Fort Clark Springs, where I have a home base in Texas. The temperature in the morning's about 70 there, so it's about 35 degrees cooler here in the mornings, and on the high end it's in the 90s in Brackettville, Fort Clark Springs, and it's in the 70s here. So it's much more comfortable here as far as temperatures go, and as far as scenery, I think it's probably better too. Lawrence Cutting by Jeffrey. Yeah, Jeffrey, Waltzing Matilda. Bill Williams, looks like another senior moment pulling up to a pump that is out of service. Keep them coming. Actually, that it was just the diesel pump that was out of service. The regular was okay. You know, some of these places have now they have 5 pumps. You know, or 5 things. You know, I mean they got all kind of stuff out there now. You have to be sure you're getting the right stuff. The joke, something. Does your truck run on gas or diesel? Gasoline. Regular unleaded works just fine. Tracy Phillips, good morning, Rusty. I never even thought about dirt. I live on a farm and I like dirt. I like your style. Yeah, dirt's good. Yeah, without dirt, we'd have a lot of issues. Well, one thing, we wouldn't have dust in our house, but we also wouldn't have any tomatoes either. Well, I don't know. They grow those hydroponically, so who knows? But I grew up on a farm and I used to love it, watching things grow. Yeah, you'd work and plant them, you know, and then keep the weeds out. And we sprayed crops back then with shit that was probably totally toxic. Stephen Greco, what an awesome YouTube channel Rusty78609 is. I can't argue with facts. I can't argue with facts. Situated 4, Matilda says nom nom nom. I don't know what that word means. I don't know if that means no 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 or something. Enjoy your day in Lincoln County, New Mexico, Rusty. That was Joel Hunt. Yeah, Lincoln County. There's a lot of history here. Of course, the little town of Lincoln, that was the Lincoln County Wars, which was between basically two merchants that had their little gang on each side, and they went to war. Well, it happened. John M., those would be called the Sacramento Mountains. Yeah, that's true. Spent a lot of my childhood in Alamo and Cloudcroft back in the 90s. Yeah, Alamo being Alamogordo. They shorten the name. Alamo is Alamogordo, Tule is Tularosa, Zozo is Carazozo, Doso is Ruidoso. So you get to, you learn all that stuff. Yeah, that's pretty handy living in Alamogordo, because 25 minutes you can be up at Cloudcroft and the temperature is 25 degrees cooler in the summer. Very nice. Yeah, this is TexLing93. I became Walmart member. When getting gas, saved 10 cents a gallon, even at Exxon Mobil stations. This week they gave me 50 cents off a gallon. That's pretty damn good. Have to check into that. Also, I talked to the UPS guy, made a delivery here a couple of days ago, and he informed me that next year they will no longer be delivering for Amazon, at least in this area. UPS is breaking away from delivering for Amazon. How it will affect you individually, I don't know. But as far as a Walmart member, I don't know. I don't know what that costs. Hey Google, what does a Walmart membership cost?
On the website walmart.com, they say monthly $12.95 per month, annual $98 per year, plus applicable taxes.
So it's round numbers $100 a year. Well, I don't know if it may be worth it if you use enough gas, I guess. Yeah, and then David something says those are the Sacramento Mountains that run up and down the eastern edge of the Tularosa Basin. And Republic on the right side, meaning to correct left side. Oh, I don't know did I say right or left wrong? Guys, you might as well get used to that. I mean, if you think it's bad now, give me about 5 or 10 years if I live that long. It'll be heaven for people that like to correct people. Yeah. Blue Bee, there's got to be a song in that. Go see my alligator in Alamogordo. She used to be a waitress because she was so snappy. That's pretty cute, Blue Bee. Back on the meds, and you might want to up the dose slightly. Anyway, this is Belinda Salinas. No, the gang is not complete. Betty Boop is missing. Betty Boop. Well, she may be around there somewhere. I'll dig around, but I don't know where I'd put her. Maybe I can stick her up there on that wall if I find her. And then, of course, if you start that, then you've got Gumby and his horse or pony. And all that whole wall would be covered, And then when I take a trip and boop, 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 all of them fall off and I start over again, Billiston, Rusty, you're the man. Well, I am a man, but I don't know if I'm the man. This is Sue Corona. Corona, Queen of Corona. Thanks for the ride, Rusty. You're welcome. Yeah, it's a neat little town. I'm going to be going over there maybe once every week or two, but just driving, day outings and stuff. And yeah, because I plan to do some of those now, because it's only like round trip to Capitan is 40 miles. Round trip to Ruidoso is about 70 miles. And round trip to Alamogordo is 100 miles. So I could do those three every week and still have a minimum gasoline bill. Not that I worry about gasoline. Richard Griner, congratulations on the 2025 Spirit Deluxe Casita travel trailer. Yeah, that was introducing the baby there. Yeah, this has been of course, I knew what I was getting with the Casita. They've made some nice changes though. You know, the way the water pump button works is much better because before you could bump it easily. The way you turn the propane on works good for the water heater. In the bathroom, the Vent-A-Hood is much quieter, and it's also got an easy little, beautiful little light ring, which works good. So they've made some improvements. This is Richard Griner. Enjoy your evening. I did. We'll do 2 or 3 more here and shut her down. This is Larry Parson. Common sense, thanks, wise man. It says, how do I stay healthy, diet and exercise? Yeah, and that's true, but you can come up with your own diet, whatever you like. Just, you know, the best exercise that you need to learn is put your hands on the edge of the table and push. You know, push yourself away and get a smaller plate. Don't get a plate this big or you'll eat twice as much. Get a plate, get a saucer and put your meal on a saucer. Start doing that and see what happens. Al Fur, thumbs up. Last one here. Well, 2 more. Alf Pup, good video. And then Jeff Sale says C-5 aircraft are impressive. However, the cargo aircraft you looked at into the cargo bay is a C-17, which was built in Long Beach, California by McDonnell Douglas. Thanks for the video. That was at the air show, Holloman Air Force Base. Yeah, that was a pretty interesting deal there. You know, they had a lot of aircraft on display that you could walk right up, get up close and personal. And you don't realize how huge those aircraft are until you get up close. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen an oil tanker or a ship in the ocean and it's just a little speck out there. But then when it gets to the ship channel and comes through and you're 50 feet from it, ding, you know, they're freaking awesome. And particularly oil tankers, they're huge. And some of these cruise ships for passengers and stuff, I mean, some of those things are 15 stories high or more, maybe. I don't know. They're huge now. But anyway, guys, from out near Carrizozo, New Mexico, on a Wednesday morning, April 30th, last day of April, so get busy if you want to get something done in April, at 7:07 a.m., and it's 35 degrees. Drink plenty of water. Oh, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want. If you're going to buy something from Amazon, use the Amazon link in the description of all of my videos. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. Take deep breaths. Breathe in deep. Breathe out slowly. Slowly. Slowly is a old English word for slowly. Wow. Breathe out slowly. That relieves stress, lowers your blood pressure. What else? Stretch, swivel, walk, exercise your body once or twice every single day. Excellent for you. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha, until the next video. And on we go, guys, one day at a time. Carry on. Bye-bye.